So if you're as big of a Star Wars fan as I am, you're going to appreciate today's preview. Samantha Rivera in Marquette telling us about a big party tomorrow or on Friday night. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. Yes, you Star Wars fans are not going to want to miss this party happening at the Peter White Public Library this Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. They're, of course, celebrating the release of the new Last Jedi movie, and they are going all out. I'm talking an art show, games, photo booths, even makeup artists on hand ready to transform you into your favorite character, as well as special appearances by stormtroopers, courtesy of none other than the 501st Legion. And let me just tell you, these costumes are no joke. We're going to bring them out later today. And speaking of costumes, they're also having a costume contest judged by our very own Vicki Crystal. And later on in the show, we'll talk more about what exactly the 501st Legion is, more about what you can expect at this Friday's highly anticipated Star Wars party. So make sure to stay tuned. Live in Marquette, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you very much, Samantha. This movie is like the culmination of a lifetime obsession. Well, for those who've been waiting for the snow, obsessing over it, well, Mackenzie's got your dream come true. 12 after the hour Friday, it's the highly anticipated Star Wars party at the Peter White Public Library. Samantha, you're there and you've got some special guests joining you this morning, it looks like.
Yes, I do. Good morning again, Vicki. Yeah, we're going to show those guys in just a second here. Like you said, if you are as diehard of a fan as you claim to be for the Star Wars movies, then wow, does the Peter White Public Library have a party for you? It's happening this Friday from 5 to 9 p.m. Like I said, they have games planned, an art show, photo booth, and even makeup artists on hand to help you transform into your favorite characters. And here to tell us more is librarian Sarah Raybor. Good morning again, Sarah.
Good morning.
So tell us more about everything you guys have for this party.
Right, well, let's break it down a little bit. This Friday, 5 to 9, it is for all ages. That's kids, teens, and adults. We'll have separate activities for all. Let's start with the adults. There will be trivia games. There's going to be a costume contest, and that one is at 6:30 for adults. We're going to have Taiga games here with 2 Star Wars games. And then, of course, we have our troopers that we saw just earlier, along with some other members of the Legion, are going to be here for photo ops with everyone. The photo booth is going to be open to everyone, of course. We're even going to have some adult crafts that involve sharp cutting things. So, you know, we get to do some cool stuff like that with the adults. And then on the kids' side, we're going to have various different activities, such as the ones that were behind me earlier, where it's like pin the tail on the donkey, except it's blow up the Death Star. And we're going to have different crafts, and I showed you guys the finger lightsaber last time. Oh, yes. And we're making Yoda ears, we are making Leia headbands, you name it. We're just doing a bunch of really fun stuff. So,
sounds like a great time.
You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Here's the finger lightsaber if you want to see it. This was very popular 2 years ago, so we're looking forward to doing that again this year.
So with a party as big as this, how long does the planning take?
I started planning this party, getting partners together like Taiga, like Double Trouble, about a year ago.
Wow,
yeah.
A very long time.
Yes, you know, just the bare bones and then starting to put together some crafts and things. The hardcore planning goes into this last week when most of it will happen, and then the room has to get decorated yet. That won't happen until Friday.
Yeah. How does it feel to finally be this close to having the party already?
It's exciting. You know, when we did this party 2 years ago, I wasn't expecting the turnout. I mean, I knew Star Wars was popular. I love Star Wars. I didn't know everybody else loved Star Wars that much. So going into it this year, I knew, okay, I need more people to help me. I need to bring in more community members, such as the ones that we see here in costume this morning. They will be here again in their troop costumes to make the party even better than it was last time. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, sounds like a very exciting time. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
And like Sarah mentioned, they are also having a costume party, which, Vicki, you are also judging. So make sure to stay tuned to learn more about the 501st Legion that we're going to talk more about. And those stormtroopers are also going to make another appearance. Reporting live here in Marquette, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
It's going to be so much fun. Thank you so much, Samantha. I'm really looking forward to it.
Do you know the criteria yet that you have to... Friday, Marquette's Peter White Public Library is hosting a special party for Star Wars fans. Samantha joins us again to tell us more about how the party is honoring the Last Jedi release. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning again, Andrew. Yes, I'm joined here by some new friends this morning, some stormtroopers from the 501st Legion here in Marquette. You can catch them at the party this Friday, happening from 5 to 9 p.m. here at the Peter White Public Library. Like I said, they're going to have games, photo booths, and even makeup artists to help you transform into your favorite characters. And here to tell us more about it, I'm going to leave my friends here for just a second, is Brendan Ewers from the 501st Legion. Good morning, Brendan.
Good morning.
So tell us more about what exactly the 501st Legion is for people not so familiar with the Star Wars franchise.
So the 501st Legion was actually created back in 1997 by a gentleman named Alvin Johnson, and it's a worldwide fan-based Star Wars costume organization. We don't get any money for our appearances, but everybody that's in the Legion is required to build a costume, and it has to be to specific standards as seen in media, in the movies, games, and other books. We do a lot of events for charity organizations, and to date we've raised over $4.3 million. That does not go to the Legion. It goes to organizations such as the Starlight Foundation, Make-A-Wish Foundation, Ronald McDonald House, and other good charities. That's
amazing. And how excited are you for this movie and to be here for the party on Friday?
I'm actually envious that I can't be with these guys in costume right now. I've got my own costume, and I'll be trooping right along with them here tonight and again over the weekend for the premiere. So we're lucky that we've got another Star Wars movie to see here this weekend, and several more coming in the very near future. So yes, to say I'm excited is beyond words.
Yes, and earlier we were talking about you won't even watch any of the trailers. That's how committed you are to watching this movie for the first time, right?
It is. I still remember back in 1977 when the first movie came out, and I'm sitting in the theater, much like a lot of us did back then, and was just absolutely surprised and blown away when the stormtroopers first come through the door, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have got to see this. And then to realize a dream, much like my fellow troopers here, to wear armor and to wear costumes and live out that childhood fantasy is second to none. And to share it with other people who love Star Wars as much as I do and as they do is just wonderful.
Yeah, and I also want to talk about how seriously you guys take this. You guys won't even take off your masks or anything, right?
That's correct. When we go out in costume in front of the fans, we try our very best to give people the experience of standing next to a real Star Wars character. And we get a lot of questions. Somebody might walk up to us and say, hey, I remember, I saw you in the movie. You were the guy that ran into the tree, or you're the one that got shot on the Death Star. And so to give them that magical experience is really, really important. It's very special. And to take off the helmet would not necessarily ruin it for us per se, but it would take something away from the fans, and we don't want to do that. And some of the best events that we've ever had is with the children.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us, Brendan.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So if you guys want to check out these stormtroopers here, make sure to come out to the Peter White Public Library this Friday from 5 to 9 and celebrate the new Last Jedi movie. Reporting live here in Marquette, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Lots of fun in the days ahead for Star Wars fans. And as we continue here this morning,